champs is in.
I just hate the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play, but the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Brandon Dunn able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is Cohen, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deion Sims, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit. An
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. To throw is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Richmond.
To the air yet again, Watson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Khalil Mack able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Come back.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll get it up the middle. Oh, look at that. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
18.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch.
Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Richmond. Down. Blue 80.
on second down. Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 37 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Trubisky on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll go on the ground. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Watson now to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Richmond. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To throw on second is Watson. And he fends him off. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Danny Trevathan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Now they try the right side here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back now in Houston, all square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Bernardrick McKinney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, that's Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Richmond.
Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Hey, 18. There we go. You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody.
feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper's name up on the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents drop a gem on me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. These folks are ready, and we are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, Trubisky steps away to his left. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard from 3 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back 22.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Come back, come back.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Come back, come back. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Out of the gun, Watson. Open in is Miller. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Target. Down. Green the line. Green the line.
On first down, it's Watson. Eluding and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Akeem Hicks able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Black 22. Black 22. Tiger.
To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watson, flush to his right. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come back.
On first down, Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Come back. Right here.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he's going to have to hook up to QT. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Richmond, down. Green the line. Richmond.
From the gun, Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. His throw incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Back to throw, Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and got his man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bears are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters as
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Forced out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. They're going for it. It's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears are in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Completion left side to Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Underneath for Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Come back, come back. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. The catch made by Miller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now it's Trubisky looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 53 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
And they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Watson on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Eddie Goldman able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Come back, come back. Down.
Here's Watson looking to throw on second down. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Watson now to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Blue lady! Blue lady! Come back, come back!
Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Texans. Kiki QT, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Trubisky fighting the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Trubisky now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Trubisky keeps it himself. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Lock in.
They come out here in the eye. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with 6 seconds remaining. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. On EA